Alright, what's going on guys? WeBull's back again, coming at you with a little bit of a discussion that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I kind of forgot that we have the digital officials artworks book, right? And if you haven't picked up the copy of the Bleach Brave Souls official artworks, highly recommend it. Really good book. Very, in my opinion, worth the money. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, for those that don't know, we actually got a Quincy form Ichigo with the Speed New Year's 2019, I believe, Ichigo. However, for those that might not know, especially if you're new to the game, the 7th anniversary Ichigo was something akin to what we've actually gotten before. And this Ichigo looks very similar to what we actually ended up picking up, but you'll see here that there are different concept arts for this Ichigo. We have the one that could have been blue. We also have this one with a little like shoulder guard, and you'll see here that he actually is partially holified, which is interesting as well if they decide to do that for like a later date. Now obviously this is not the exact design of the Ichigo. We have the chains and stuff like that around the 7th anniversary Ichigo as well, but for the most part, like, you can get a general idea that this character definitely took quite a bit of inspiration. If I pull the 7th anniversary Ichigo art up, let me do that right here, boom. You'll see here, very similar, not exact obviously, like you have the chains here, you have his little bow here, and he also has the bow on the right hand instead of the left. But if I click boom, you'll see here that like he does have the white coat, and it's more like a kind of like a Fullbring-ish version. I can't wait to get the full art for this. It should be really cool. So let's go back into this Ichigo, and you'll see here we actually have a Bankai form Ichigo as well, which could be pretty sick in the future. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring this up because since we did get this original design Ichigo, and they did take inspiration, in my opinion, I think we can, for the most part, take a guess that they did take inspiration from the Quincy Ichigo that we've already have in the game, and use some of the concept designs. You even have the red collar over here, right? So like the red collar, not like I said, not exact, but hey, inspiration, right? Now, going into the other characters, you'll see here that Hikone actually has some original designs as well. We have the Bankai Hikone that we've pretty much gotten accustomed to, that actually released, but you also have some interesting concept designs from him actually spawning the arms. You have him with his little like little skull pad or head over here, and then you also have him with his sword with a different design. Personally, I love this one over here on the right side. I love the core in his heart, kind of like a little Hogyoku, right? And then you also have this one, which it kind of interesting. I do like the little arm randomly floating. We see that with the Beyond Bankai Kisuke, as well as I think Retsu has something akin to that, where she has like Minazuki behind her. Right, now going into the actual espadas, and this is the main reason that I'm even making this video, you'll see here that Halibel, the design that we got for the original design Halibel, is pretty damn sweet. However, you'll see here that there are actually more concept arts that are completely different, and Caleb, I do believe, could in time come out with these characters, which I'm not gonna lie, could be really dope. Personally, I love this one. But the one that I really like the most is probably on the bottom left, which I'll get into in a second. Here you have the tail of the shark. Here you have kind of the wings that the current Beyond Bankai, Beyond Resurrection Soliporo has, which we'll get into Soliporo after this. And you'll see here Halibel with her kind of like the Spirit Society Shinji, right? Like you have the thing that's around her, kind of like the NL design, and then you also have the water with the shark tail behind her. There's like the feet design, but then you have like a straight up shark model of Halibel here, more like a mermaid kind of design. Really sweet. I would love to see something like along the lines of any of these designs. I feel like would be really sick to see on Halibel. And yeah, so that's pretty much Halibel in a nutshell. I think she would be incredible. Next we have Baragon. We have Ain's old gown over here. I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of reminds me. I'm interested about the third leg thing that's going on here, because he does have 6 toes, just like Mugetsu form Ichigo. And then on top of that, we also have him kind of with like a bow. I don't know if this is supposed to be like the axe. Like you'll see here that we did get this Baragon, right? For those that are unfamiliar with the Beyond Resurrection model. But there are several models that we have for Baragon. In my opinion, I personally love the final model that we got here, and you'll see here he has his crown, he has like a scythe type thing going on with like kind of like a cuff, like a prison chain on his hand, which is pretty dope. You'll see the eyes on the weapon as well. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like alive, kind of like what we got with Zamari. Yeah, no, but this in my opinion is a really beautiful design. I'm not quite sure what this is gonna be. Like, it's pointing upwards. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be part of this. You also have here, I kind of wish that I could read kanji, but unfortunately I'm very ignorant in that regard. Yeah, so then these are the other forms of Baragon that it could have been, and honestly I wouldn't be opposed to getting these. Now, would these characters be limited? I really hope not. Personally, I think that the original design characters, including Beyond Bankai, including Beyond Resurrection, should all be premium pool characters, because technically they are not part of Camp Your Own World, they are not part of Spirits Are Forever With You, they are not part of Thousand Year Blood War. I know that they haven't made them yet, but I mean, they could do like Beyond Quincy and just lie and say Thousand Year Blood War, right? Like, I could definitely see them doing something dirty like that, but I personally think that it could be cool if they're premium pool characters, and then you actually have something really to look forward to if you actually end up pulling them. Iron Yarrow, obviously this is the one that we ended up getting. Personally, I like the design, but there are some designs here that are really twisted, sick, and amazing in my opinion. You'll see here kind of like the oil, kind of like a oil diffusing with the air type design. Personally, my favorite is this one that's on the bottom right, kind of like an alien type thing. And what I like about this is kind of like since Eren Yarrow is all about evolving and stuff like that, I think this could be really cool to see. You'll see here this is just like a La Blue Girl type version of Eren Yarrow. But either way, I think that they could do any of these designs for Eren Yarrow, and it would not only be sick, but pretty damn awesome to see. They, like with the one that they ended up with, I do like the design. But I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see like some. I'm not gonna lie, some of these designs just look really cool. Now, Soliporo, personally one of my favorite espadas in the entire series. You'll see here he does have his tail, which also is pretty creepy. Like, he uses it to inject his love fruit into his enemies. But you'll also see here, in the designs for his other ones, here he has like a long flowing like dress type state. We ended up getting kind of like a Phoenix version of Soliporo. We even have the revive mechanic, which is pretty dope. But like, you'll see here on this one in particular, he has like butterfly wings, kind of like a reincarnation, like his also like evolution and stuff like that, which I think this could have been really cool. You'll see here the tail is wrapped around his leg as well, but you also have the design of him having that tail like drain injection thing in his tongue, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of dirty, kind of digging it. And yeah, and then the last one for it, you'll see here, this is another version of the Soliporo. Either way, I would be happy with almost any of these designs actually coming into the game. Personally, the butterfly Soliporo sounds kind of cool. I personally would love to see this one the most. And yeah, so let me know in the comments below, by the way, out of all these forms and stuff like that, let me know which forms you're liking the best. Like, I mean, I'm giving my opinion, but I'd like to hear what other people like. Like, personally, I think that I personally would like this Halibel the most. I personally would like this Hikone the most, the one on the bottom right. And then Baragon, I personally like the bottom one the most. Eren Yarrow, I like the bottom right, the one the most. And then Soliporo, I also like the butterfly. Alright, I did talk about all that. Alright, so next going into Starrk, another character that a lot of people like, fan favorite. The design that we actually ended up getting is really cool. I personally love his design. You got the guns for the shoes, the guns in his hands, and then you also have like this kind of like his bullets, I suppose. Like, you see, like they even have this here. So kind of like a bandolier, right? But you'll see here on his designs, here's another version of him that could have been, and this looks pretty dope. His boots look sick. This is the design that we actually did get. But if I go over here, and you'll see here, this one on the left, I want to just like talk about it a little bit, is him kind of infused with his wolves, which that to me just seems sick, because it's like, I feel like this should have been the one that we ended up getting, but I can't deny that what we got is pretty badass. You got this one with guns coming out of his sides, kind of with like the, I don't know if this, I'm guessing it's supposed to be like the wolf aesthetic. Like, you'll see here, like the guns over here, that's kind of like coming out from his sides. Still a bit jank to me, so I'm glad that this isn't the one that we ended up getting. But I'm not gonna lie, this Starrk here kind of reminds me of the Grimmjow that we currently have, with the big overarching stuff behind him. Either way, I do think that these designs are pretty sick. Personally, I think this design on the left is the one that we should have gotten, but I mean, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. Next, we have Noelle. I feel like there's not really too much difference going into Noelle. It looks like every single iteration that they had for her was pretty much bent on being her in her centaur state, right? But what's really, really weird is they gave her her proper joints here, but in her actual card art, we ended up getting some weird disjointed thing. For here we have Yami. You'll see here that Yami, we do have like some Pokemon looking thing. This is another one. I think that this face is really, really, really cursed. Yeah, I'm good to be honest. Zomari, personally, I think that these both are pretty cool. This is the one that I think that we pretty much got. And this one is the one that I think would have been disgusting to see, but I'll take it. Noitora, Zomari. Okay, so this is the one that we got with his like petals. Yeah, I mean this is pretty similar, to be honest. Yami, we got that. Grimmjow, not really too crazy when it comes down to the other designs that we got. It looks like they were bent on, like they were dead set on what we actually did get, which is fine by me. I think that the design that we got for the Grimmjow is actually really, really good. And then you also have here Ulquiorra, like the designs for Ulquiorra. I do think it's kind of cursed seeing him without his wings. Yeah, he looks mad ugly without his wings. I'm not gonna lie, I don't ever want to see that again. Let's see here. This kind of reminds me. Oh, Camp for Your Own World. Yeah. So this, I was gonna say, this kind of reminds me of Hikone right here. This looks like 1,000 Year Blood War, like Senjumaru. This looks like Tokinata right here. This looks like maybe This looks like it could be Chojuro. Tokinata and Hikone. Yeah. So I mean, like, there's quite a lot of stuff to unpack here. Yeah, so this is the Yami that we ended up getting. I do like his design. I think that they turned him into like an absolute beast, which does make sense. Though I do find it funny that this digivolves into this. Like, damn. Yarrow, Soliporo. I personally love the art for this Soliporo. I think they did a great job. I do want to talk about the Noelle though. Yeah, the Camp for Your Own World Grimmjow, the Beyond Resurrection. I think it just looks amazing. Noitora, I think Noitora's is sick. Ulquiorra's is sick. Yeah, Ulquiorra, I think they did such a good job for his anniversary. But Noelle, like, they gave her 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't know how they goofed this leg. Like, this leg is absolutely cursed.